A deep space observatory detected an unknown transmission, originating from far beyond the solar system, beyond mapped space, beyond tracked objects, beyond anything humanity had ever monitored before. It didn't appear suddenly, it emerged, gradually, as if it had always been there, waiting to be noticed. The signal was structured, repeating, precise, not random noise, not background radiation, but something intentional, engineered. Each pulse followed a pattern, each sequence repeated with exact timing, no deviation, no distortion. It carried information, but not in any known format. Scientists compared it against everything. Pulsars, quasars, cosmic microwave background. Nothing matched. It wasn't natural, and it wasn't human. The data was transmitted to Earth for analysis, encrypted, segmented, distributed across multiple research centers. Teams began decoding immediately. Mathematical models were applied. Pattern recognition systems activated. AI-driven analysis attempted interpretation. At first, the signal appeared meaningless. Too complex, too layered, but then something changed. Not in the signal, but in the response to it. Deep beneath Earth's surface, far below human access, monitoring stations detected activity, anomalies. Previously recorded, previously classified, previously dormant. Now active. At first, the response was subtle. Minor seismic disturbances, barely measurable shifts in the crust, regular electromagnetic pulses, short bursts of energy. Appearing and disappearing without pattern. Scientists initially dismissed it. Background noise, instrument error, unrelated activity, but the timing was too precise. Every pulse from space, followed by a reaction below. Perfectly synchronized. Then escalation began. Seismic readings increased, frequencies stabilized, patterns formed, not random movement, but structured activity. Something beneath the surface was reacting intelligently. Then came the first major disruption. A satellite in low Earth orbit lost synchronization, then another. Then multiple systems began to fail simultaneously, not destroyed, not damaged, but overridden. Communication links dropped, navigation arrays misaligned, signal pathways distorted. Engineers searched for an external cause. Solar flare, none detected. Cosmic radiation spike, negative. Cyber interference, no entry point found. Then the realization emerged. The interference was coming from Earth itself. Deep subsurface sensors confirmed it. Energy output from below the crust had increased significantly. Not chaotic, not unstable, structured, layered, broadcasting. Something underground was transmitting, and not randomly. It was targeting orbital systems, precision interference, selective disruption, as if it understood how satellites functioned. Within hours, global systems began to degrade. Navigation failures spread across aviation routes. Ships lost positioning in open waters. Military communication systems experienced delays. Civilian networks flickered in and out. Entire regions lost connectivity. The planet was being affected. From below, attempts to isolate the signal source intensified. Data from multiple continents was combined. Triangulation confirmed a single region, deep, stable, hidden, far below any known structure. The anomaly previously dormant was now fully active. And it wasn't just reacting, it was responding directly to the signal from space. The patterns began to align. Space signal, Earth response. Space signal, Earth response. Call and answer, communication loop. Between something beyond Earth and something beneath it. The underground signal began to evolve, growing stronger, more complex, more defined. It wasn't just mirroring the original transmission anymore. It was expanding it, modifying it, adding to it, as if contributing, as if participating. Then a critical event occurred. Multiple satellites entered temporary shutdown states simultaneously. Not failure, not destruction, but control loss. They stopped responding to human commands and began aligning themselves, facing the same direction, toward deep space, toward the origin of the signal. Ground control lost authority. The system hierarchy had changed. Something else was now issuing commands. Panic spread across global agencies. Emergency protocols were activated. Signal jamming was attempted. It failed. Energy dampening systems were deployed. No effect. Isolation attempts were made. The signal bypassed all containment measures, because it wasn't just a signal anymore. It was a system, a network, expanding outward, from underground into orbit, and possibly beyond. The deeper scientists analyzed the data. The more unsettling the conclusion became. This was not a random interaction, not a coincidence, not an accident. The underground anomaly recognized the signal as if it had been waiting for that exact frequency. Some researchers proposed a natural explanation, a rare geophysical resonance event, an interaction between deep Earth materials and cosmic frequencies, a phenomenon never observed before. Others rejected that theory entirely, because natural systems do not respond with structure. They do not coordinate. They do not adapt. They do not communicate, which led to a more disturbing possibility. Something beneath the Earth is intelligent, ancient, dormant until now, and the signal from space didn't wake it randomly. It activated it intentionally, like a key, unlocking something that was never meant to be found. Now the question is no longer what the signal is, or where it came from. The real question is, why did something beneath our planet already understand it? Why did it respond? As if this moment is expected. And more importantly, what happens if the signal continues?